Good afternoon and thanks for staying with us here on Times Now. On Thursday, the Enforcement Directorate in its reply to the court mentioned that over 20 people had gone to meet Chhagan Bhujbal when he was in the Bombay hospital. Times Now has accessed the CCTV footage from the hospital which shows several NCP leaders going on to meet Chhagan Bhujbal. Megha Prasad, our Mumbai Bureau.
Well, Anand, this CCTV footage that we have accessed right now in our possession, that comes along with a list, like you rightly said. The Enforcement Directorate yesterday furnished a list of the number of people who have gone and visited Chhagan Bhujbal at Bombay Hospital. And Anand, at this point, we should actually apprise our viewers that this is just a list of 7 days. Chhagan Bhujbal has stayed at Bombay Hospital for over a month, almost 37 days and more. And this list pertains to just 7 days of the visitors because the Enforcement Directorate has not had the time to go through all the footage and identify people. So what they have furnished at the court is just 7 days data, and out of which this is the list which is there in my hand, Anand. This of course has been accompanied by the footage that we are putting out now. And what's important is that, apart from family members, almost everybody from the family has been visiting him very regularly. There are people like by the one who goes by the name of Bapu Bhujbal, who's an ex-MLA from the NCP. Another is Ajay Chaudhary, MLA from the NCP. Another is Vishwas Thakur from Nasik, again an NCP leader. Then there is a person by the name of Gaikwad, who happens to be the Governor of Maharashtra officer, who's the ex-PA of Chhagan Bhujbal. The police officers who are there, part of the security detail, who've also gone and met, who's gone inside Chhagan Bhujbal's room. Then of course there is Advocate Sajal Yadav, who's the advocate in this matter. All of these people, the point is that, it's not about who all have gone. It's about how all of these people had a complete and free access, Anand, inside his room, given the fact that Chhagan Bhujbal is an accused in a matter, and that there's absolutely no way that anybody should have been allowed inside his room.
Was there a court order prohibiting any political leaders or people in government meeting Chhagan Bhujbal? Is this a gross violation of an existing court order?
Well, Anand, it is clearly a violation because the rules say this, and they are very clear. The rules are that Chhagan Bhujbal at this point in time is not out on jail. He is right now accused in a matter that is being investigated. When you are an accused, the rules and regulations are quite clear. When you are lodged inside a jail as an accused, there are rules and regulations about when the meeting hours are. That is once a week or maybe once in 2 weeks, and that too is regulated. Somebody from the family would go in, usually meet the person who's lodged inside the jail. Now when you are outside the jail and you are being treated at any of these hospitals, including the government or the private hospital, there is no provision for anybody, Anand, to meet them unless there is prior permission for the same. None of these people have taken any permission either from the jail authorities, the prison authorities, or the police for that matter. Even the hospital guys are not aware of all of this, is what they are claiming. They claim that they don't know who's been coming, who's been going.
So it's all there on CCTV footage, but the hospital authorities do not know. Megha, I have to interrupt here. We've got Shaina NC of the BJP with us on the phone. Shaina NC, how is the Maharashtra government and the BJP going to take cognizance of this matter, or are you going to wait for the court to pass strictures for this violation?
First and foremost, the part that needs to be highlighted is that for 38 days, Mr. Chhagan Bhujbal was merrily staying in this private hospital with private security. And I'd actually like to applaud the media for bringing out this story, because within 2 days itself, we know that how he has been transferred back to JJ Hospital. This is clearly a case of people trying to use health as an excuse to get all kinds of facilities. The CCTV for camera footage, from what I gather at the hospital, does show all these NCP leaders visiting him.
But why is this being allowed then? Why is this kind of VVIP behavior? Why is this kind of VVIP behavior being allowed?
Sorry?
Why is this kind of behavior being allowed?
Being allowed means people need to lead by example as well. There is only one point which needs to be highlighted, is that JJ Hospital is a state-run hospital. If you are in custody, you cannot claim preferential treatment, and the fact that the state government has brought him back to JJ Hospital is in itself a conviction of what the Maharashtra state government chooses to do in the days to come. As I said, this is a case of a VVIP who has worked
No,
around.
but
the
this
system
was happening
to-
all this while, Shaina, and see, right under the nose of the state government. So right now, can the state government absolve itself of any responsibility of due diligence and what some people, some accused in terms of massive corruption cases are doing if they are, flagrantly flouting laws, blatantly flouting laws? YP Singh also with us on the phone. YP Singh, who should be held accountable?
Yes. I think it's very much important that the concerned local people have to be held accountable, and the senior officers who have just turned a Nelson's eye towards these illegalities. It is a very clear and apparent case of corruption where Bhujbal has managed the local officers and ensured that he remains in hospital and not in his cell. And because of this nepotistic act, it is important that the senior officers be hauled up. But since senior officers get their postings by managing the government, and therefore it is very, very clear that senior officers along with junior officers are playing the game and nothing happens to them.
No, and is it difficult to, it's difficult to believe, Shaina, and see that nobody within the establishment was wiser about what was happening around?
Please do understand the fact that Mr. Chhagan Bhujbal was arrested in the first case in March is a commitment of the government to fight corruption, and which has been
Shaina, I have to interrupt you. We're getting news coming in from Jammu and Kashmir. Have to move on to that. YP Singh, Shaina, I have to thank you for talking to us.